What's up, guys? Today we're gonna look at the question: is Law dead in Tekken 8? Because I've already watched this video from RIP, but I wanted to just give some commentary and some insight as another Law player. Obviously not as prestigious as RIP, not as expert Law player as RIP, but I know the character pretty well. He was my first main in Tekken 7. I played him. He was like the first character I ever played, and yeah, I just want to go through this video and give my commentary on some of the points that he's talking about, because I think they're pretty important. Anyway, without further ado, let's watch the video.
They were doing only like a 20. I go to Evo Japan. I play Tekken 8. It's amazing, right?
Told you. 55.
They were doing only like a 20-minute session, but they came back and found me later, and they let me play Hellas. So I played another probably hour, right? That same day, right? And then I came back.
So first off, he's got a lot of time with the game, so you know that he's not just saying this willy-nilly. Like, he's actually played the game for a long time, so he actually has like a you know, an average understanding of Law. Like, obviously with Tekken 7, understanding Law takes what, like months, even like a year or like 2 years or whatever. So obviously at this point, like, he's only speaking from like, I don't know how many hours, like 10 hours experience, so there is that to consider. But still, anyway, let's go around.
Back the next day, and I came back again the next day. So I got 3 days in a row. And let me tell you,
oh, 3 days, right?
To get multiple days in a row with Tekken 8, because when you just played like 20-minute session, you don't really get to experience everything. You can't really build the muscle memory required to execute the new stuff, right? You also don't have as much time to test things. So basically, they came over.
Yeah,
and
like
said,
new
hey,
tech and all the rest of it.
We don't have anyone back there right now. Would you guys like to come back and play Tekken 8? So we go back there and we just played Tekken 8. It was awesome. It was so awesome, dude. In a circle. That's what it felt like, for real, you know? But okay. All right, all right.
You haven't seen the video yet? You're in for a big surprise.
All right, here we go. All right. One of the coolest things about Law in Tekken 8, Auto Parry is back from DSS. When you're in heat mode. And it's only the punches. So every single time you do DSS, Law is parrying punches while you're in heat.
That's pretty cool, right? That is pretty cool. That Law's got a parry in DSS with the punches. I mean, it dumbs him down a little bit, but I'm guessing he had that before in previous games, so I mean, that makes sense. Like, the nostalgia is kicking in and whatnot. But that's a pretty cool addition. Tekken 6 Law parry, right? Yeah, it was Tekken 6. So that's pretty cool from DSS. Providing that DSS is difficult, so you get some reward for doing it, you know? Anyway, let's carry on.
Oh yeah, just like that, right? Every time.
Also, in heat mode, that allows for some like really good mix-ups. And like, the pressure that you'll get in heat mode is gonna be insane. Because if you're going against Law in heat mode, and Law's in heat, like, you won't have a clue what he's about to do. And like, you'll have to like really analyze like the frames for the matchup against Law with your own character. You know what I mean? Like, I can't jab him out. Now you can't jab him out of anything. So it's like, holy shit, man. That's gonna be disgusting. That's gonna be disgusting.
Only need, boom, punch parry. Here's another little tip for it. DSS 1, the high attack, automatically goes into DSS. So you go DSS 1, DSS 1.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane? You can just go DSS 1, DSS 1, DSS 1, DSS 1. I wonder what the frames are on that, though. Like, whether you're actually minus when you go back into DSS. I'm sure you will be minus. Otherwise, that's like, that's just like so OP. That'll be so OP if you're in plus frames. Well, if it hits, obviously you most likely you are in plus frames. DSS 1. DSS 1 plus frames. DSS 1 plus frames. But DSS 1 is a high, right? So there is that. But DSS 1, DSS forward 1, or DSS 1, DSS forward 2 is only a 12 frame jab. I wonder if they have the 12 frame, well, it's not jab really, but the 12 frame forward 2 DSS. Because if they have that, then that mix-up is going to be, like, again, that's going to be insane for a mix-up. Like, the pressure you'll get is crazy. DSS these nuts. Well, thanks, Thresh.
DSS 1, every time in between that, it's an automatic
Good
punch.
Thresh, I'm only joking.
Mids and highs, all punches. Automatically, the nunchuck attack, that's what happens. Amazing. So it's now in heat, auto parry exists, it's back. Isn't that sick, dude? Bro.
No, it's pretty sick.
Right? Look, I've been holding this in for like a week and a half or something, man. I figured this out like forever ago, and I was like, what the right? I was losing my shit over it. And so I've been like so quiet. I have so much info I haven't told you guys, all right? That's just one of them. That's just one of them. You guys want more? Do you want more? Remember that move from Law in the past Tekken games? The one where it was like a 3-hit string and it launched them up high? Now in heat, Law's back 1-2-1 is not there, but back 1-2-2 with heat. Boom! Sky high S-class launcher
Right.
heat, bro.
That's
so
pretty
now
cool,
Law
right?
has auto parry back, and he's got back 1-2-1 kind of back in heat, right? So I was messing with the combos in there, and I was like, wait a second, you can do back 1-2-2. I was using it as like a screw attack, right? So I would do launcher, 4 up 3.
It's a great counter
right?
tool.
Instant bound to activate heat, right? Now I got heat on, so I go back 1-2-2, fly them up in the sky.
That's pretty cool, right?
Still, dash up there.
He's doing Tekken Tag with
double
Hearts a lot.
flip kick, screw attack, 3+4 for ender or whatever. Crazy. Those are the two big ones. Those were the two big ones for sure. Now let me tell you guys about something I'm not so happy about.
Here we go.
All right. DSS. I have been mastering DSS for 20 plus years. I got the back forward timing down. I have been mastering my slide input. I have this input down pretty darn good. I can slide pretty fast, right? DSS now, the input is just forward. You don't have to do back forward. No, none of that. You just input forward. Even worse.
Isn't that fucking like, oh, like, come on. The amount of time that you spend like mastering DSS is just like, it's timeless. It's timeless. It's GG. It's GG. Like, I really hope that they revert this change, because Law is such an interesting character because of DSS mainly, because you can play Law at beginner if you use like down 2-3 and down forward 3-3-3 and flips and, you know, party mode Law basically. You can use him in that. He still works as a beginner character, and that's really easy. Even his combos, you've got easy mode combos where the ender you can just go manual DSS forward 4 as the ender after back 2 1. Then you get intermediate Law where it's like, oh, I'm gonna start using DSS's combo enders, right? Forward 4-3, back forward 4, right? And maybe using forward 4-3 DSS like mix-ups like occasionally. And the Junkyard DSS, right? For you need to know that if you're gonna do like the 3+4-4 like staple combo, right? You 3+4-4 run in, back 2-3-4 DSS forward 4, right? You need to know that for intermediate, and then you go expert Law, and people start doing while standing 4 DSS into neutral 1 forward 4, like guaranteed, or like the really crazy, like probably the hardest thing from DSS, while standing 4 DSS 3+4-4 as a natural launcher. Like that shit takes a ton of time to get down, and you see it so rarely online, but when you do see it, when you do see that while standing 4 counter hit launcher, 11 frame counter hit launcher, you don't go, oh, that's super cheap, oh, like that Law sucks, like that. You go, oh my god, that Law is an amazing Law, right? That Law has mastered his art. So I really dislike this change, and I'm just praying that Harada and Murray like realize that they've taken like all the character away from Law and bring it back. I don't want to sound like really negative, but if Law is DSS, it's only it's only hold forward. I'm not going to be happy, and I expect like a lot of Law mains, if not all of them, will not be happy because the amount like the skill gap in Law is what makes him such a beautiful character. You know? Anyway, let's carry on.
Even worse, wait for this. Say you do a screw attack, right? And you want to do 4-3 legend kick. All you do is this. You hold forward. 4-3, 4. That's it, because...
Isn't that crazy? You don't even have to like let go of forward and then press forward again for the ender. You just hold forward You just hold forward 4-3-4 as the combo ender. That's I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on the game, like I'm shitting on the character design, because its character model looks amazing, and the nunchucks edition's like amazing. Parry out of DSS is amazing, but not having DSS in the game, like a manual, like a proper input, like back forward, like imagine like taking a character like so unique as to like the timing of the DSS input gives you different plus frames. Like forward 3-4, forward 4-3 on its own is -14, right? On block in Tekken 7. With a perfect DSS, it's +8. It's +8. Like that is the difference between a beginner Law and an expert Law. Like imagine that amount of frames. That's literally 22 frame difference just for that move on block, like with the same properties. So yeah, I'm really not happy about this. I mean, like imagine. I mean, I saw the main man's reactions to this, and he was comparing it to like imagine if Kazuya's electric was just down forward 2. Like come on, man. Like the Kazuya mains would kick up, they'd get riled up from this, and I wouldn't blame them. I'm super unhappy with this change. I pray that they change this. I mean, we are in alpha, so like hopefully it does get changed. But you know, here's praying, you know. But I think that I mean now an alpha is for feedback primarily, right? So if they act on the feedback that inevitably the Law players would have given, hopefully it will get reverted, or not even reverted. They can still change DSS, but just change it in a way that keeps that skill gap, right? That's what makes Law so amazing to play. You know?
You're holding forward. The 4-3 was input. Now you're still holding forward, so now you're DSS.
That rhythm, right?
Now you get the forward button. Now you get a forward legend kick.
It's the rhythm.
Yeah. So DSS now, it's baby mode. It is child proof. It is easy
baby mode.
It's not cool. So now all of the Gilkeys of the world, they can DSS now. The other thing that is kind of cool, kind of not cool, I'm kind of confused about it. Now when you're in DSS, you can tap or hold down forward, and you will go into the crouch dash motion, right? So
this is where things get
crouch
crazy.
dash motion from DSS is kind of interesting. Like that part sounds pretty cool, right? Like, oh damn, now you can do crouch dash motion from DSS. That's a nice little extra tool to mix people up with. The thing is, you can do something like, you know, while standing 1 DSS down forward slide, right?
Hey, what's up, Tiger? What's up, Steel?
Or you could do something that was like kind of fun to mess with. I would do like while standing forward DSS down forward, while standing forward DSS down forward, while standing forward DSS down forward, and you keep that kind of pressure going. People just ended up hop kicking me. That was fine, right? Because I could mix it up, obviously. But the thing about it that was kind of crazy for me was you can do down 1+2, down forward, right? So now down 1+2 manual DSS, down forward, 3, and you slide.
Oh.
So what that means is you can do a rip speed slide.
You can do a rip speed slide from just hitting down 1+2, down forward 3. So not only have they taken away the execution for DSS, like years of training with that specific timing, like to finally working up to like getting while standing 4 counter hit 3+4/4. Counter hit while standing 4 DSS 3+4, like perfectly. Not only is that been just completely flushed down the toilet, now the other like expert law thing, like the slide, instead of going hold down, full crouch, down, down forward, down forward, that's completely gone as well. It's like, what else is there that's difficult with law? You know? Messing up my phone with law, not gonna lie. Yeah. I can do flash slide. I know you can still. When I was watching this video before, like offline, I remembered that we played a game and you managed to do a frame perfect slide. So it's like, you know, like, are they really gonna take this away from all of us? I really hope not. I really hope not, because it would be a very sad day for law players.
That will high crush essentially just by hitting down 1+2, down forward 3. Right? So now you don't have to do the input for a slide. You don't have to make sure you're full crouch and do blah, blah, blah. All you do is down 1+2, down forward 3. That's it.
Skill level should be measured on how much you'll be able to delay your Junkyard. Yeah. I'm not great at delaying Junkyard. It's like one DSS thing that I've never like bothered to like master properly. But yeah, the Junkyard, like, just think of the combos that you can't do any, like, it's not like, oh my god, he hit that combo. Like, even just a Magic 4 combo, right? Magic 4, Junkyard DSS neutral 3, and then into forward 4-3 Ender. Like, that's not going to be like impressive when people do that. Be like, oh, that law's got timing down on those DSS transitions, right? Not to mention, obviously you can mention while standing 4 DSS, but you know, that's like crazy expert level. People want to use law more, and people being a crybaby about DSS Ender. I don't think it's that. I don't think they would have taken that into account. Like, most people that play law, in my opinion, are just people that love the character partly because of the variety and what you can do, depending on like how good you are with him, you know.
And now you got a RIPS speed slide. So that's kind of bullshit too for me, you know. Like I feel like those were technical barriers that separated players, right?
Yeah.
And now I feel like anyone can do it, so it's not that interesting to me. You know what I mean? There's no challenge anymore from DSS. There's no payoff for learning the character in that way. Please say slide is a true high crush now. I did not test that fully. That's confusing still.
The democracy!
But it just feels like they
dumbed
down the character to a point now where, you know, it's a popular character. So there's going to be a lot of people that will play the character and they're going to enjoy the character.
Hey, what's up, Nudie?
You know, doing the auto DSS stuff is kind of fun. Like, because you kind of explore the character even if you're a total scrub, you know. But I don't see currently.
We're watching
what
RIPS.
The payoff is to stick with the character and get
feedback on law.
You know what I mean?
The Tekken 8.
Like, imagine if taunt jet up, where it's just taunt, and while you're holding back, you hit the 2 button, right? Wouldn't that feel kind of crappy? Right? That's how I feel about that.
Yeah. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. Like, imagine if Brian's taunt was just like back 1+2. And then you just hold back. Even if Brian's taunt was the same input, right? And then you just hold back and 2, like he said. Then wouldn't that be shit? Wouldn't that be shit? Pretty much, like, just shit for a character. Like the challenge is gone, right? There's no payoff for like you said. There's no payoff for like putting countless amount of hours into getting consistent with that, you know.
This change, I don't know. Is that DSS and slide stuff only in heat mode or no? That DSS and slide stuff is at all times.
All times.
All times. Single flip kick with law.
This is weird as well.
Punishable, right? You guys know this. But did you know that double flip kick is only -14 now?
Like what? How is like taking more risks make you safer? Like how is taking more risks make you safer? I don't understand that. I mean, maybe you can still get floated. I'm sure you can still get floated out the second flip kick, right? There's no way you wouldn't be able to get floated out the second flip kick because it's minus 15 or whatever on the first one. So, but that's so weird. That's so weird. I guess it's just encouraging people to be more aggressive because, like Harada said in his IGN interview, they want, like, the name of the game is aggressiveness, right? They want people to play like way more aggressive, or at least more aggressive. Maybe not way more aggressive, but more aggressive at least. And I guess this is evidence of that they're following through with that, like making it so you commit to doing 2 flips, each one can launch, but if you do 1 flip, it's launch punishable. If you do 2 flips, it's not. It's just strange. It's just strange to me. It's just strange.
So double flip kick is safer than single flip kick. Also, do you guys know that Law has this crazy mix-up where he goes like low kick flip or mid kick flip?
Yeah, we all know those.
Okay. Now, James, you're going to love this. You know how you key charge, you run up, you do low kick flip? Now, if you land the counter hit of low kick flip, they just flip over and you get no combo. But it's safer on block. It's only minus 14 or something. And then, if you want to mix them up and you get the counter hit down, forward, forward.
I see that as a nerf and a buff, by the way. Because making it safer on block, like minus 14, but you can still launch them. Actually, no, it is a nerf. It is a nerf. Because only people who get counter hit are going to eat the second flip, right? They're going to eat the flip from like down 3+4, 4, right? He's talking about the move, Kosin, he's talking about the move where you key charge, right? You key charge, run up, then down 3+4, that generic low kick, into flip. You know? Yeah, Steel's got, yeah. 12 frame counter hit launcher. It's like the full crouch down 3-4, right? That's a counter hit launcher too, but it's much slower and much riskier. But yeah, that's so it's like it's a nerf and a buff at the same time. I guess they just had to balance that, you know. I was wondering what the fuck kind of mix up the Law was trying to do. Oh right. Right, anyway.
Which isn't really mixed up because the bottom one doesn't, the low one doesn't even launch. You get an instant screw attack, so you get a smaller combo.
Wait, I missed that.
Counter down, forward, 4-3, which isn't really mixed up because the counter hit of low kick flip, they just flip over and you get no combo. But it's safer on block. It's only minus 14 or something. And then, if you want to mix them up and you get the counter down, forward, 4-3, which isn't really mixed up because the bottom one doesn't, the low one doesn't even launch. You get an instant screw attack, so you get a smaller combo, but it's safer on block, minus 14. So
just
all
crazy.
The
it's just really strange
now are safer, except for the single flip kicks. Now the single flip kick is launch punishable, but the other ones are safer. Very, very odd. It's very, very odd and confusing.
It's odd indeed. It's very odd.
It'll
very
let
strange.
you start doing the extensions for them more often. So that's kind of interesting. Forward, 3. The power crush, right? Forward, 3 power crush. It is a heat engager, heat dash, right?
Oh my god, I missed that. It's a heat engager. Right, well listen to what the frames are on it. Because this'll blow your mind.
Forward 3 is now minus 13 on block.
Like, what the fuck?
That's a pretty...
Minus 13! But it's a heat engager and power crush wall bounce. Like, what? They're gonna change that. There's no way they keep that. A power crush mid launcher, a power crush mid wall bounce. That is minus 13. And the heat engager. And the heat engager. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? How is that not launch punishable? They must have removed the pushback. That's an interesting question. I don't think he... we'll see what he says, but I don't think that he talks about pushback. Because like everyone, like, you know that forward 3 if you do it like tip range, it has like quite a lot of pushback, and a lot of characters struggle to punish that, right? Or at least struggle to launch it. So that's an interesting question, whether they whether forward forward 3 has a lot of pushback or not. It's an interesting question.
Pretty good change, right? Because it made me want to start using forward 3 more. So that was pretty good. That was a pretty solid change. I like that one a lot. Also, you know, this is not law related specifically, but Spag mentioned that the running tackle is gone from the game. It's not gone. The running shoulder that I always, whenever I see it hit someone, I'm like, oh, wow, the blockable shoulder, blah, blah, blah. That move is still in the game. So I don't know if it's just like a different build or what, but it's definitely.
I think Spag was talking about the running tackle, right? Like the way you run onto them and then you hit them down to the floor and you get like the you know, you press 1 1 2 1 1, you know, when you're on the floor, you know, that little grab that they do if you're not at like tip range from running it. Apparently the power crush shoulder is still there.
At least still in the build that was at Evo Japan. And that's something else I should mention. This right now we're talking about Evo Japan 2023 build of Tekken 8. It's the closed alpha test, right? The game's not even in beta yet, so whatever I'm telling you guys now might change in the future, right? Sidestep 2 is the new move. You guys know Law's forward 1+4 in Tekken 7.
You know that move, which is absolutely trash, and no Law ever uses it, where he does that little like spin into the move that looks like DSS forward 1. That move.
That move now is sidestep 2, right? So it's a different arm. It seems pretty good. It's plus on block. I don't know how plus.
Oh, it's plus on block, right?
Sidestep 2, if they jab and you jab, you get a counter hit. So basically, sidestep 2 into 1.
I swear it's a trash move, though. I never use that move.
Is basically, you know, frame.
Can't you get floated from that move as well?
So that's pretty good. I don't mind that move anymore. It's not as bad as the other one. It's plus. You heard it was 0. As far as I tested it, it was plus, because I was testing it specifically for that. Here's a very weird one. This one's very weird. All right. Law has the manual parry. Okay. Manual parry back 1+3 or back 2+4. If you do that, you DSS and you get a follow.
Wait, I missed what you said.
So in Tekken 7, manual parry back 1+3 or back 2+4.
Oh yeah. Guaranteed forward 1.
If you do that, you DSS and you get a follow-up attack, right?
Guaranteed 1.
So in Tekken 7, you do parry, you get DSS 2 at the wall, so you get wall splat, or you do parry, you get DSS 1 into forward 1, or you get DSS 1 into forward 4, right? Whatever. So DSS 1 forward 1 forward 1, right? This is weird. You get a parry in this game, manual parry, DSS 1, the high, is not guaranteed. Okay, I'll repeat that. Manual parry, DSS 1 is not guaranteed. But here is where it gets even weirder. Manual parry, DSS forward 1 is guaranteed.
That's so strange. Like, how is forward 1 guaranteed when it's 17 frames and 1 is 12 frames? I don't know what they've done there with the frames. That to me seems like super odd, like super strange. Isn't it also a heat engager? What, forward 1? DSS forward 1? I don't know. No, he didn't say that. I don't think he said that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but oh, it is a heat engager. Right, okay. Oh my god, that's disgusting then. Heat engager out of parry. Oh my god. Yeah, literally, essentially a 10 frame heat engager. Oh my god. Not even that. Is what are the frames on parry? Yes, a launcher. Yeah. That's mental. That's actually mental. Holy shit, man. What's guaranteed now? Forward 1. So back 2+4, back 1+3, parry into DSS. You just press back forward. Instead of getting a guaranteed 1 forward 4, you only get guaranteed forward 1, which is much slower. It's just strange. Just very strange. But it's also a heat engager, you guys are telling me, so like that is really weird. I mean, I guess that's a buff, isn't it? I mean, it's a huge buff, but in the context of like everybody has a heat engager, we'll have to see how crazy that is.
I don't understand. How is the slower move guaranteed, but the faster one is not? I don't understand what's going on there. There is some kind of manipulation happening in the frame data or something.
Parry launcher kill. Yeah.
Maybe we'll
It's
figure out
disgusting.
an exploit for that later. But yeah. Well, the thing is, that's the thing, right? Because they want you to be able to heat engage. So they want you to do manual parry heat engage, right? Or
Oh, right. Yeah, it
when you're
definitely is.
in
Then.
heat already, right? What ends up happening, you can do manual parry, DSS forward 1 in heat, and boom, you get a heat dash combo. So now,
Oh my
manual parry,
god, man.
when you have heat, is a launcher.
Oh my
So in heat,
god.
Law
You
has
guys are
dash
right.
1, 2, 2.
I was like, you guys are not right. There's no way that's a launcher. It is a launcher. What the fuck? I missed that part. Holy shit, that is so broken. Hey, us law players are gonna get an easy ride to Tekken God, you know. Holy shit. That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
He's got punch parry, auto parry from DSS, and he's got manual parry launcher with DSS forward 1. And on top of that, he's also got the nunchucks. That's a launcher, right? It's a mid, so that's pretty good to mix it with down back threes or something. That's a lot of cool stuff for Law there. But yeah, very weird though. It's very weird that the frame data doesn't work out the way you expect it to. I saw someone in the chat say earlier that DSS 3 no longer is a screw attack. That is true, but instead your screw attack from DSS now is the nunchuck. So DSS 1+2 is your nunchuck attack. And boom, that's your screw attack now. So if someone's in an airborne state and you're in DSS and you need to screw them, you DSS 1+2 for nunchuck them. This one is also super weird. I forgot about this one. I didn't even take this. Isn't in my notes. It just came out of my brain right now while I was talking about that. Junkyard, back 2, 3, 4. Okay, back 2, 3, 4. Junkyard. The last hit of the string is a screw attack.
That's interesting.
It threw me off.
That's
I did
interesting.
like launcher, junkyard, and then they screwed. I was like, what the hell? I didn't even do a screw attack yet. I was trying to DSS, you know? So I DSS for no reason. And whether I DSS'd or not, it already was a screw attack. That totally threw me off. Very bizarre. The other thing that I couldn't figure out either.
That's really strange.
Weird. You guys know. You guys have watched me play Tekken 7. You know when it comes to the end of the round.
I'm guessing that they've nerfed a lot of stuff that was like, for instance, Junkyard being a screw attack is because DSS is now like baby mode, right? They're gonna have to, like, he doesn't mention it in this video, but 3+4-4 is gone as well. Now 3+4-4 is the 2 kicks but into legend kick. That's what 3+4-4 is now. You can't launch off of it. And I'm guessing they had to just nerf a ton of shit that Law had so that it wasn't like super OP. 3+4-4 is gone. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. So they had to. I'm guessing they just had like to balance out everything because they like while standing 4 counter hit. Well, there's definitely no chance that 3+4-4. But there's definitely no chance you can launch off that now, right? So. I mean, even if there's no launch for while standing 4 DSS, right now you can still get DSS while standing 4 counter hit while standing 4 counter hit. Oh my god, I'm messing up my words. Right, while standing 4 counter hit into DSS 1 forward 4. You still get that, like right now. You also get while standing 4 counter hit DSS forward 2 back 2. Right, that's still a natural. So I wonder whether they take that out as well. I'm assuming they have to really take that out just to balance things out. Otherwise, it just seems like super OP, like super OP, or at least change the frames on hit at least. Like for if you still get while standing 4 count hit DSS forward 2 back 2, maybe it's like a lot more minus.
Rip is trying to giant flip the hell out of there, right? Rip's trying to run away with
We're talking about giant flip now,
right? He's keeping the opponent away. Giant flip away. I don't know what the input of that is. I looked through the move list. It's not in the move list, okay? So I don't know what the hell the input is, but here's the thing. I did it once when I had heat. So I don't know if it's a heat exclusive move or heat exclusive move or what. I don't know. But that giant flip, full crouch, up, back, up, or up, forward 4 does not work the same. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is. And yes, Dragon Tail is still there.
Dragon Tail.
Also, a lot of people are asking about Law's down forward
Dragon
1+2
Tail.
throw. Oh man, let me tell you guys about this. Law's down forward 1+2 throw, the headlock right into the extensions. Down forward 1+2 is no longer that throw, but you can still do that throw from up forward 1+2. All right, up forward 1+2. Want to hear some more weird stuff?
That's strange, right? It's nothing crazy
Imagine
though.
you go into DSS and you hit 2+4. You probably expect to throw them, right? You probably expect a DSS grab, maybe. DSS 2+4 is not the grab anymore. Instead, DSS up forward 1+2 is the old DSS 2+4 grab. And thank you very much, No Juice. It's a 1+2 break.
Right.
So they changed.
So they made them both 1+2, and I'm guessing that the down forward 1+2 throw isn't there because every rage art input is universal on this, right? In Tekken 8, so I'm guessing it's all down forward 1+2, so they couldn't have Law's throw there, which means that a lot of characters in Tekken 7, their 1+2 command throw, their 1+2 throw is down forward 1+2, right? Their 1+2 break. So I'm guessing they just had to change a lot of stuff for that, which isn't that crazy. But the DSS one is kind of strange. Maybe they didn't give him a throw game in this. In Tekken 8, just because, again, they had to nerf him a ton, just because he's now baby mode. Yeah.
The break on the DSS 2+4.
But I wonder what the 1+3
and also
break
change
is.
the input on it.
I wonder what that is.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So now the DSS grab is a 1+2 grab. And I don't even know if there's a mix-up for the throw, but yeah, it's all kinds of weird. Dude, trust me, DSS up forward 1+2 is like totally foreign to me, right? I couldn't figure out how to do it. But I think that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. All you YouTube people who are watching this on YouTube right now, because you guys in Twitch right now, you already saw this live and you guys are confused. But
right, so that's it. Pretty interesting, to put it lightly. To summarize that, me personally, I'm really not happy about the DSS change, and I really hope that they revert it, or at least just change it so that Law has a skill. Like, I love DSS. I fucking love DSS. No matter how hard it can be. Like, sometimes you can mess up a combo ender or whatever if you don't get the right timing, and sometimes on a 3-bar you have to adapt with your timing or whatever. But I love DSS. Even though it can be like really difficult, it just makes him so much more interesting. So I really, really hope they either revert it or, well, I just hope they revert it, honestly. I'm just gonna say it. I don't want to be like one of these guys and be like, oh, keep the character exactly the same, like, don't change our character. But with the DSS thing, please keep that in the game. Please keep that in the game. Like, DSS is just one of those that it's been there since Tekken 4, right? DSS has been there since Tekken 4. What is that, like almost 20 years or something? I don't know the exact dates, but it is I am disappointed that they're Tekken 5, right? Okay. I am kind of disappointed that they made all of that baby mode, because it just takes away like a ton of character from the character. Now Law is just, to me it seems like they've made Law, well, unless they change it, they've made Law like a DLC Tekken 7 character, right? Where, well, most DLC, I mean, Armor King is very difficult to play, but let's say, like, I don't know, just a character that has everything without any effort, right? So the difficulty has just been squashed. Right. So I really, really hope that they change the DSS back, and I think a lot of laws would agree with me. But yeah, well, tell me what you guys think in the comments. Whether you're happy for the DSS change or you're unhappy. I have a slight feeling what the consensus is going to be, but I'm still interested to know what you guys have to say. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my my little commentary on this breakdown of RIPS video. Yeah, thanks for listening to me, guys. I'll see you in the next one.